and only Travis P. Jackson. I'm the CEO and founder of HBCU Pride Nation. I founded it in 2010 after I got disqualified to be SGA president of North Carolina A&T State University. And the same day I got disqualified for that, I became qualified to run my own movement. So I started it because I seen that there was such division within HBCUs, big and small, as well as mainstream media. They kept talking about negative things as it pertains to HBCUs, from fraud, hazing scandals, all of that. And then I attended an HBCU event that crowns Miss HBCU, and the oratorical component of their competition, the question that they had to answer was, are HBCUs still relevant in today's society? So other than saying why they were relevant, I decided to take what I did at A&T and create an answer for it. It became visual, and then I started realizing that a lot of people really didn't know what a HBCU was, other than your Winstons, your A&Ts, your Howards, Hamptons, all those big schools, right? So I knew that there was power in relationships, right? Power in connectivity. There was power in us as graduates and as students to tell students in high school, prospective students, why HBCUs exist, right? So I just started doing all of that, started tweeting away, started shouting out HBCUs. And one day, the women of Spelman College, we did a shout out to Spelman, and over 300 of them retweeted our shout out in 2-3 hours. So then that's when I knew that I had something that I needed to roll with. So I kept doing it my senior year, and then I moved to Miami. So then I started realizing in Miami, these students don't know what an HBCU is, but they know what UNC Chapel Hill is, they know what Duke is, they know what Louisville University of Louisville, all these predominantly white institutions, but they don't know the institutions that represent them, right? So that's why I started it, man. I want students and young people, at the end of the day, no matter how big we get or how much we do, I want students to know that they are great, that HBCUs are relevant, and they can be someone. And just as you started your brand, right? I want someone to be oh, I want to start my brand too, my own network, and they're able to touch us. You see what I'm saying? So the narratives of HBCUs is way too powerful to be forgotten. We have an event called the Hillman Experience, in which I'm working on bringing back. I might do it virtually this year, I do not know just yet, but we transform high schools into Hillman College. And we basically have a college fair, we have different workshops, we have an alumni panel discussion, we have HBC restricted college fair. So the past 2 or 3 years, we didn't do one last year, but before that, the past 2 or 3 years, we had 3,000 students come, and they received $1.5 million in scholarships in total to go to HBCUs. Even to the other day, being that we're in the quarantine, I've decided to let schools use my live in order to continue to recruit students. And I lie to you not, bro. I had the university president of Wiley College, Dr. Herman J. Felton, on my IG Live. I had the director of student life, the director of student activities, the dean of chapel. It was so many people. And then also with me, when it comes to my interns and when it comes to anybody around me, one thing that everybody knows is that I embrace making an impact in everyone's life. So I had some students that see me from the beginning of everything, and now they're inspiring people. You see what I'm saying? Even to parents, I've built amazing relationships with parents. And the funny thing is that with the work that we've been able to produce over the course of almost 10 years, there's been a number of people that went to HBCUs and stayed in HBCUs because of the work that we have done. And then if you take it from a entrepreneurial perspective, I've been able to develop relationships with other digital influencers, entrepreneurs, the whole nine. So like my entire brand, personally and professionally, is based on relationships. I when it comes as it pertains to relationships, I think that there are no, I know that there's a whole country of relationships that I need to develop from a high school, middle school, elementary school perspective, so that I can when people meet me, I want them like I and many other people call me Mr. HBCU. I want for when your students to see us and your principals and all that from a high school level, when they see me, they see HBCUs all over the country. I think that investing in relationships and developing real relationships, not only when you want something, but being able to speak to authenticity, speak to people being persistent, people being consistent with what they want. I think that will definitely help grow Pride Nation even more, because the one thing that I can tell you about us as well, I know I just said that one thing like a couple of minutes ago, but we have but we have a social digital footprint, but then we also have, this is Travis, this is HBCU Pride Nation. A lot of times people have the relationships, but they don't have the social media presence, or they don't have the social media presence without the relationship. So the way that I built everything, bro, is the social presence, and you can touch me. I'm coming to talk to you. I'm coming to meet you where you are. And I also think that if we are to get bigger, we have to take full advantage of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn helps us to develop the relationships in which we need to go further. And relationships are everything, bro. Like, sometimes people don't understand the power of investing in relationships. A lot of times people will get a business card but don't follow up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's a quote that I live by, that I developed myself. You can't be Superman and Superwoman to everyone else and kryptonite to yourself, which means that you have to understand your own value. Before you can develop a relationship or connect with anybody, you have to be able to understand what is the value that you can bring to that person. Because if relationships cannot be one-sided or one-way street, it has to be a two-way street, even a two-way street, or even a four-way street. You know what I'm saying? So being able to understand who you are first and foremost. Then with HBCU Pride Nation, what we're about to start doing is we're really building a real community. And what that represents is, you remember how Black Wall Street used to be? Like everything was black. So basically take that model and it'll be everything HBCU. So doing that, and then like believe in yourself. Really just believe in yourself. Believe, if you're an extra person, be extra. If you're a quiet person, be quiet. But understand that your presence is felt once you start to feel your own presence. So yeah, invest in relationships. And the greatest relationship of them all is with the man upstairs. And once you get that, you will get all the desires of your heart. I'm Travis P. Jackson, CEO of HBCU Pride Nation, and I have built a positive relationship.